Hi there, Nabeela. My name is Ellen, and I'll be correcting this set of essays for you. I understand that you are taking the exam for a second time, and you need a little support with writing. So let's take a look at what you've written in this set of essays and see how we can help you get ready for the IELTS. So we've got a letter. The company you work for is planning to provide a special training. Your duty is to find out if the local conference center has suitable facilities in order to hold the training. So you're giving details, describing, and asking. Okay. That's what you said. Dear sir. Okay, now remember, look at this. It says, begin your letter as follows. Dear sir or madam. So since it gives you this instruction, it's important that you follow it, okay? So do keep that in mind, and in general, really focus and pay attention to what the prompt, what kind of instructions it gives you. So that's one thing I would like to just point out first. So, dear sir or madam, our company is in the process of conducting a training program for its employees. Although the date is not scheduled, I would like to get details on the availability of certain facilities and if our requirements are fulfilled. Okay. The grammar is fine. So there weren't really any errors exactly, but there are a couple of things that I want to change in this. Now, this is a formal letter. You've clearly understood that. The tone you're writing in is formal, but there are certain conventions of formal letter writing that you need to keep in mind, as there are in informal letter writing. There are certain conventions. So here, one of the main conventions, one of the first conventions that we have in a formal letter is we write the reason for our reason for our letter. Here, it's like you had this full sentence, and then you had this partial sentence, so like a clause at least, and then you wrote the reason for your writing. Okay, so I would have reversed the order of this a little bit. Okay, what do I mean? I mean, dear sir or madam, I am writing to request details about the availability of facilities, the availability of certain facilities in your conference center. Full stop. Our company is in the process of conducting a training program. Therefore, we will require certain amenities. Allow me to give you the details as follows, or something like this. So I would have really changed this around, but the first sentence in a formal letter should really be the reason for your writing. So this is what I'm writing about, and then you give them a little extra detail. Okay, so it's just a little different approach. All right, so for 2 consecutive days, the program will be oh, there was one other thing I want to mention over here. And if our requirements can be fulfilled or will be fulfilled, and if our requirements, yeah, I think can be fulfilled is probably the right tense here. Okay? Let's see. For 2 consecutive days, the program will be conducted and will mainly focus on team building activities, IES, and public speaking. There'll be 3 sessions with a break, for team building training wherein employees will be divided into groups to compete with each other within a time frame. For public speaking, 2 staff members, we don't call them staffs, we call them 2 staff members of each department, need to speak about their challenges and provide realistic solutions for them. As I have briefly stated the course, I would like to mention that we require certain devices such as a speaker microphone, cubicle building blocks, and electronic smart board. Other than a smart board, not other than, maybe just in addition to a smart board, a projector is needed to display the live scorecard of each team. Okay, fine. The grammar here as well as here are lovely, or I can't speak today, forgive me. The grammar here and here is lovely. So no problems at all. It read easily. So far, so good. That's why I haven't really corrected anything or suggested any changes. Okay. Also, I would like to get some other details related to the amenities available at the conference center, such as a coffee vending machine and whether the Wi-Fi connection is free for public use or paid. Next, now careful here. This isn't a full sentence. It's a fragment because when you have an if clause, you can't just leave it like that. You have to combine it with something. So, this is just a partial sentence. It's a fragment. So, what did you say here? I would like to get some other details related to the amenities, such as a coffee machine. Okay, next, which I'm not really crazy about for a linker in a formal letter also. You could have said here additionally. I don't think I've seen you say additionally anywhere in this letter so far, so that would have been okay. But you needed to make this a full sentence. So, additionally, please advise if there is an on-site restaurant for dining, ing. That would have been okay. All right? But this, the way it is not a full sentence, so be careful with that. Now, another thing you want to be careful about in formal letters is ellipsis, where you leave out the I, you leave certain things out. Here, this is not just ellipsis, but it's actually a little incorrect. Appreciate it. I mean, this isn't something we typically do. One way where we use ellipsis in letters is when we say looking forward to your response. All right. You usually, okay, you could of course say I am looking forward to, but sometimes we do this. We say looking forward to your response. It doesn't quite work with appreciate it. Okay. So let's correct the grammar here. What are you saying here? Okay, I would appreciate it if you can reply at the earliest. That would have been fine. Okay, so just write it fully out. And then the yours faithful was fine. So there were some little grammar things, nothing like really, really serious. I mean, it wasn't anything that impeded communication. We knew what you were saying the whole time. The communication was very clear, but there were some things here and there that you needed to address in order to make it even more accurate. I do just want to look at what the bullet said again to make sure you covered everything. You did give some details. That's absolutely yes, you did. You definitely described what kind of equipment you needed. That was fine. And then you asked some questions about the facilities. You asked about amenities, vending machine, Wi-Fi, and food. Okay, fine. Yeah, so I thought you did a nice job of covering it. As far as task achievement is concerned, I would say this would do very well. You covered all the points. Just be careful with some of those grammar things. And again, here, this was just a minor lapse in coherence and cohesion, just like the order of your ideas, okay? But on the whole, I thought you did a very nice job here. Okay, that was a long correction for a letter, so let's go into your task 2 and see what you did here. So, why is shopping a favorite hobby, and should they be encouraged to do different activities? Okay, fine. In many regions, pastime activity, okay, careful here, that's not how we spell it. This is a little awkward. Pastime activities such as shopping is gaining popularity. So, what you really want to say here is pastime activities such as shopping are gaining, okay? So, do you understand the grammar of that? Pastime activities, so that's plural, and then you're giving an example such as shopping, and then it's are gaining popularity, comma, especially among the young adults. One of the main reasons is the opening of multi-story commercial malls that has outlets of various brands with locations, S or a location, but I like locations plural better here, ideal for public accessibility. Now, we don't start sentences with but, okay? Yes, we see it in natural native English speaker writing and speech over here, but for the purposes of IELTS, avoid it. Avoid starting your sentences with and, but, and because. Okay, so you could have said instead yet. Yet, I believe youngsters need to get involved in different programs that promote social interaction, physical strength, and intellectual skill. Okay. Let's see. Yet, I believe. Okay, fine. So, builders are constructing larger plazas with an S to attract the youth. Okay. Young people are the target audience for the hundreds of branded retail outfits by offering irresistible discounts and cashback vouchers. Okay. You have to be careful here because who is doing the offering is not clear. So, the subject of this gerund is not clear to us. So you really meant something else here. Young people are the target audience for these branded retail outfits. Now, grammatically, you could have said offered irresistible discounts, and that means that the young people are offered. But this too is really rather awkward. So we generally just have to change this this sentence around a little more considerably. Okay, so let's look at it again. Young people are the target audience for these hundreds of branded retail outfits, which offer irresistible discounts and cashback vouchers. Now that makes sense because the which offer refers to the retail outlets. Universities and residential areas are filled with malls as the malls give easy access and offer schemes on a daily basis to ensure young people are their regular customers. For example, a mall, operated in the proximity of hostile areas will have students visiting stores as often as they can easily pass. Often as they can easily pass their time through shopping. Okay, fine. All right. So the first thing that I want to talk about in this paragraph is before we actually talk about what you wrote, let's look at what the actual question says. It says, why do you think this has happened? What does this refer to? That shopping is the favorite activity of young people. So why is this happening? Now, did you answer that in this paragraph? Why is shopping the favorite activity of young people? I'm not entirely convinced. Let's take a look at it. So you talked to us about builders are constructing larger plazas. All right, is that telling us why shopping is their favorite activity? No. Then you say, again, how they are being attracted. Let's see. All right, I think your focus here is not entirely correct. So the question is, why is shopping the favorite hobby of young people? Okay. I think you focused on something else. I think you focused on, how is the market maybe responding to this, or how are they trying to keep youngsters engaged? But that's not what the question is asking you. The question is asking you, why is shopping the favorite free time activity of the youth? So I don't really feel like you focused on the right thing here. You wanted to talk about maybe that young people are very impressionable and that they emulate other teens, or they emulate like famous television and movie stars and rock stars, and so they want to copy the newest look. There's a lot of pressure, peer pressure, and appearances and being fashionable are so important for the youth. So all of these would explain maybe to some degree why it's their favorite activity. Again, I think favorite is a really interesting word here. So in other words, why would they prefer shopping over maybe other activities like the movies, like sports? So think about these kinds of things, and then that's how you have to develop your answer. Okay? Let's go on to your next paragraph. I strongly believe that this age group is very valuable to any society, and they must be motivated to spend their free time in productive tasks rather than shopping. Productive activities will help them to stay within budget. Activities such as playing double paired badminton games S at a club will allow youngsters S to socially interact with each other and stay physically fit and healthy. Moreover, games such as mirror mazes or treasure hunts require intellectual abilities to solve the mystery. Such games also encourage social interactions as these are played in groups. Okay. That's fine. There are a couple of things that I want to look at here. I felt like some of your vocabulary was a little repetitive. So check this out. You've got productive. Okay, first you've got productive tasks and you've got productive again. This time you've got activities. And then you've got activities again here. Let me see, where else was it? Something. Thought there was another one. Maybe there's not. But I thought that was a little repetitive. So, you say that these are productive. In what way? Okay, so you say that they socially interact and they stay physically fit and healthy. Okay, that's fine. This encourages mental abilities. That's fine. So you did tell us, you did suggest other activities, and you also suggested us how that could be beneficial. So I thought that paragraph was good. It's fine. I just want to double check that you are in fact on topic. So it was fine. Let's see. To conclude, although shopping is becoming increasingly popular in the youth due to construction and operating of shopping centers and branded stores that offer tremendous sales. Oh, that's not a full sentence. Let's see. While I consider young adults, no, grammar here is a problem. We have to fix it. So while I consider young adults should participate in various activities in their leisure that will help them to improve their social, physical, and intellectual capabilities. Okay, so you've got some issues here with this paragraph in terms of the grammar. It's a little, not a little, it's rather inaccurate, so we have to fix it a little bit, okay? Let's see. So, to conclude, shopping is becoming increasingly popular in the youth due to construction and operating of shopping centers and brand stores that offer tremendous sales. Still one sentence. While I believe young people should. It's too long, though. All right. Let me try it one more time. All right, here's how it needs to be. To conclude, shopping is becoming increasingly popular in the youth due to the construction and operation of shopping centers and branded stores that offer tremendous sales. Full stop. However, comma, I believe young adults should participate in various activities in their leisure that will help them to improve their social, physical, and intellectual capabilities. Okay, that was how we needed to do it. Just a couple of little changes there. So I like a lot of what you're doing, but there are some grammatical errors that you definitely need to work on to make sure that you avoid them in an exam situation. That was mostly it in this essay. I thought you did nicely other than that. So let's talk a little bit, Nabeela, about what our next steps are. You're going to get some links in the email with this video correction, suggesting how we can continue to work together. I definitely would like to see you on the online course. I think that it's the kind of structure and information that's so comprehensive. I think it will really help you improve your writing. So hopefully we get to see you on that. But do take a look at all the examples and all the different ways that we can continue working together. All right, I'm certain that we can help you achieve your IELTS goals. So hopefully we'll see more work from you in the near future. I want to wish you lots of luck.